Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I decided to do a drugstore makeup look for back to school. I know this time of year, a lot of people are going back to school, and maybe in the next couple weeks you guys will be going, unless you're already back in school. So I thought I would do a cost-effective-ish makeup tutorial. Some drugstore brands are a little bit more pricier than others, but I thought I'd share with you guys some of the drugstore products that I have, some of my favorites, and some products that I haven't tried, and create a school makeup look for you guys. I'll be honest, back in high school, at least the last 2 years of high school, I completely stopped wearing makeup. I might have worn it a couple times, maybe like once or twice a week, but other than that, I went to school with no makeup because I became a little bit more confident in my skincare because my acne was starting to dissipate, but I really didn't care what people thought about me. People knew I would wear makeup, and then I just wanted to be comfortable and not have to wake up extra early. I literally got up like 15 to 20 minutes before I had to be at school. Any extra sleep that I can get, I definitely would utilize and forget the makeup. This look might be a little bit much for some people, but for others, it's pretty simple. In my opinion, it's like kind of in between. It's not glam, but then it's not like no makeup look, if that makes sense. If you guys are starting school, maybe even starting a new job and want a fresh look, definitely watch this video. Make sure you guys are subscribed, and let's just get right into it. So just making sure that you keep in mind, taking care of your skin in the morning before you put any product on, just making sure you get any excess makeup off. If some of you guys wear makeup to bed, you shouldn't, but you should take it off at night. Just making sure that you start with a fresh, clean, hydrated base. Also, when it comes to skincare, you don't have to go above and beyond to get the best, most expensive products. Keep it simple. Moisturizer, I always say like a lip balm and maybe like an eye cream to kind of wake you up. Definitely a cleanser to add into that to make sure that your skin is nice and prepped and clean every single day, because you don't know what the heck is lurking at school in the air. That's disgusting. So I'm first going to start off with my NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Brunette. You don't have to start with brows first. I personally like to, and it gives me an idea about like what's gonna go on. Now this is a pencil, so I do want to keep a little bit more of like a softer brow. If you want to do more of an intense brow, definitely do so. This is more of like a fine point pencil, so I am going to just start off with lining the bottom of my brow. I'm keeping a very light hand. I also want to say, if you want to do more of like a glam makeup look or something that's going to take a little bit more time, start with whatever's going to take the longest. So if you wanted to do like a nice eye, or if brows are not your strongest and they take a while, start with that, and then everything else will fall into place, or vice versa. You can start with what's easiest, get that all out of the way within like 5 minutes, and then go in with whatever is last. These are definitely things that you can find at like Ulta and like the drugstore area. Target has definitely amped up their drugstore makeup selection, which was pretty nice. So what I am going to do next is just take this, and I'm just gonna, since my brows here aren't that defined, I have very like sparse brows, mimic little brow hairs. I can kind of get away with this since the brow pencil is so fine that I can get a precise line. So I'm just gonna take my Maybelline Total Temptation. This is just the original. There is a blue one that is waterproof, and I actually do love this mascara. Wouldn't recommend using like a fresh mascara on the brows, and if your brows are lighter, probably wouldn't suggest a black mascara, but since my hair is dark, kind of get away with it, and it adds like a nice tint. So what I'm going to do is finish off this brow with lining it with the pencil, shading it in, and then going over with mascara. Once this dries, I'm going to go in with the powder and just fill in any sparse areas that didn't really get pigment from the pencil. So taking my Revlon Color Stay Brow Kit, this is actually in Blonde. I love using that taupe color in the inner part of the brow because it's not going to be too intense. Brush that comes with it, and I'm literally just shading in sparse areas of the brow. Mascara already did dry down. I wouldn't recommend after, applying the mascara to set your brows, go right in with the product, even if it's a brow gel. Just let that gel or mascara dry down. Did carve out the brows already off camera. That's pretty self-explanatory. I actually used the mascara. I actually used the foundation that I'm going to be using today, and I just took a little brush, but I'll mention what I used to do that. I'm gonna go in with primer, and I'm gonna be using my NYX Professional Makeup Honey Do Me Up, one of my actual favorite primers as a drugstore brand. I'm just gonna take this. Oh my god, it's so cooling. I'm just gonna go in and blend that in. All right, so when it comes to foundations, there are so many different types of drugstore foundations that are actually pretty good. I'm gonna go for more of like a medium to buildable coverage, and I'm actually gonna be using some stick foundations. So the first foundation I'm gonna be using is the Makeup Revolution one, and this is an F10, and I'm hoping that matches. Also been liking the Maybelline Superstay stick foundation, and this one is in golden. Just gonna do 3 stripes. One across the forehead, little on the nose and on the chin. And then I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline one in golden. So this is my Real Techniques buffing brush. And usually with stick foundations, I love to buff it into the skin, and then I'll go over top with the sponge just to kind of smooth it out and make sure that there's no brush hair lines. Really making sure you blend down the neck, or at least past the jawline, because last thing you want, because I remember when I wore makeup back in middle school, that shit did not match. Always went like a shade up, or sometimes it was too light. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind Treatment Concealer, and this is in light pale. It is a little bit more brightening, but I love, it's always been a holy grail item. So I'm just gonna go underneath of the eye. It will help you just look a little bit more awake, especially if you're getting up super early in the morning. Shout out to you if you get up super early in the morning to do your makeup. I understand some people are like, why is she doing extra? But like, I'm not gonna lie, like even though I stopped wearing makeup in high school, like I just kind of didn't care. I did appreciate it. I did like it. I enjoyed doing it. People that are like, oh, like why is she wearing all that makeup? It's just school. Forget them. They're irrelevant. They're more worried about you than they are about themselves. So do you, honey. Next, I'm gonna go in and set all of the under eye area, or wherever we put the concealer. So this is the Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in Banana. So before I go in with that powder, I'm just gonna make sure I blend all of that out as usual. Once that baby is set, she is set. So no mistakes. Now I get really oily in the center of my face, so I'm just making sure I really press that powder on. And I have a tip that helps with eliminating the look of a powdery face, which I will do towards the end. So next I need to go in and bronze, because your girl is very pasty and pale. So this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon You're Dragging Me Down, and then just push into the hairline. And I usually like to do my makeup first and then do my hair if I were to be, you know, going to school or whatever I'm going to be doing. So bronzer is definitely optional. If you're not a fan of bronzer, you can definitely use a blush. You can also contour and, you know, apply the blush towards like the upper part of your cheekbones to kind of give more of like that structured look. But I personally love bronzer. This is from Sleek Makeup. It's their Blush by 3 palette. Excuse the mess. I'm gonna go in and mix this shade and this shade here. They are matte shades. So I'm gonna go in and contour my nose, just taking this flat powder shadow brush. And then I'm gonna take, bronzer is from Wet n Wild as well. It's just in another lighter shade. This is Bronze Dynasty. So next, moving on to eyes. I personally love to keep the eye look simple and easy, and you know, still have something but not too much. Taking the first bronzer that I use to warm my face, so this is You're Dragging Me Down. I'm gonna take a blending brush here because it just gives definition without you having to use a whole palette to do so. So I'm getting multiple uses out of one product. See, I'm just taking that and literally blending away, and I am blending that into the nose contour that we did. This is the Falsies from Maybelline. So this is what the wand applicator looks like. I personally love lashes. You guys can layer on mascara to the gods, but I don't got time for that. So these are the Ardell 251. This is my Duo wand applicator glue. You can find them at drugstores. You can find them at Sephora, Ulta, Target, you name it. Keep the packaging. So at the end of the day, you can take them babies off, put them back where they belong. So what I did with this one is I layered mascara over top, which is optional. If you're having trouble getting the lash as close as you can to your natural lash line, I'd highly recommend tight lining underneath or lining the top part of your lid to kind of, you know, blend it just a little bit better. What I'm doing now is I'm like literally taking the mascara and dabbing on the tip of the lashes. This will elongate the lashes, make them look a little bit more fuller and bigger than what they are. What I'm gonna do next is go in and just wipe off all that excess powder. So I'm gonna be going in with my Revlon lipstick in Bare Affair, and this is in number 44, and it's more of like a cream lipstick. And you guys know I rave about this gloss, but this is the NYX Professional Makeup Butter Gloss, and this is in Madeline. I'm gonna go in with my Sleek Makeup highlighting palette. There's some creams, but then there are some powders. Before I go in with highlighter, I'm actually gonna go in with setting spray to kind of eliminate that powdery look. So I'm gonna go in with my COVERGIRL Lock Up All Day Setting Mist. Going in and pressing all that product into the skin. I'm making sure that I'm pressing up and down and I'm not dragging any product because you don't want to alter or move anything. And I'm just going to go in and apply that highlighter. Optional step, but if you want to glow, you can glow. If you want to make the eyes look bigger, you can use like a nude in the waterline or to look more awake. Or you can also add some highlighter in the inner corner. Also just going to take it right up here. I hope you guys enjoyed me filming this tutorial for you guys. I just put on one of my favorites, and I remember I always wore this to school. My Juicy Couture sweatsuits, I absolutely love. I need to get more. I stopped buying them because Juicy was like trending. They kind of fell off, but they never left my closet. So I just put on a Juicy Couture sweatsuit. I have like a white beater on. Hair was already partially straight, so I just parted down the middle, kind of slicked it. So a lot of things that I did love, a lot of things that I definitely want to play with, but I wanted to share with you guys a tutorial on how I created this look using affordable makeup. So I hope you guys truly enjoyed today's video. If you guys are back in school, best of luck. I'm telling you, once you're done with high school, if you guys are going into high school, life flies by. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.